What up, guys? It's your boy Ace Burns, Ace to the Bizzle. I am live playing One Block. This is day two. Day one, I'm not gonna count because the server was jammed up and then I couldn't load. My daughter's about to jump in with me in a little bit, but for right now, I really just want to kind of get my bearings. There's a lot I don't know about One Block. All right, so first things first. Wait, why can't one? Oh, okay, I gotta play this first. First things first, when it comes down to it, yes, I have a lot of stuff here. Um, no, it's not hard to get a lot of stuff. All right, so you start off with one block, right? This thing right here, and then you just basically mine it until you know until you you know until you. I guess you just keep mining it. It's no until you just keep mining it. You just keep mining it and mining it and mining it and mining it. But here's the cool part. I just discovered yesterday that you can travel to different realms with your loot. And that is a real game changer because, obviously, um, just having cool stuff is cool and stuff, but having cool stuff and being able to, fight mobs and, team up with other people, that is dope. And I think that's the evolution of this game. Well, that is the evolution of the game. I don't think that's what it is. So I was fascinated with the idea, with all this loot of having a iron and copper golem organized, but that was just a terrible decision. It didn't work out. Wound up wasting some time on that. But I think I might just do it again now with fresh eyes and shit because it was real late. It was like 2 in the morning, and see what happens. There's nothing except for quartz that you can't really find like that. And I think the reason they don't want you to have quartz is because they don't want you to make observers, or maybe they don't want you to make too many observers. I don't know. But that is the missing link between automating the one block, right? Because if I could even have a daylight sensor with a this with a observer, it would definitely trigger a lot more reactions, and I might be able to dispose of the one block autonomously. Anyway, let's just get into it. Let's see what we get. So I have switched over from. I used to flop back and forth between hitting it with the axe, the diamond axe, which obviously for wood is going to go faster. But it turns out, in my experience, that the time that it probably takes you to, the time that it probably takes you to swap into your diamonds is not worth it, right? So I just basically, swap into your pickaxe. It's not really worth it. Come out of the screen. Come out of the screen. It's not really worth it because you can chill here, but just don't be facing the screen. Um, so I just basically keep the same pickaxe and go. I have a bunch of hoppers. I have a hopper system here, so I don't really have to collect it except for these are oh, watch my coffee, watch my coffee. These are actually not moving. That means the hopper's full over here. I last night, right before I went off, I was going through a little existential crisis. Damn, I'm so tired of the way that I'm so tired of the way that my hopper system was because it was just I had to go down and around, and I wanted to build, and I still want to build. I actually have the design in my brain for a super build for how I could. Hey, that's nasty, man. Say excuse me. There you go. That's my boy. He's two. But I have a design in my mind for a supercalifragilistic flow for some cool build. But as I woke up this morning, I was like, nah. I'm like, eh. I already feel like building right now. I feel like playing. So I just got my Modern Warfare kit, and now, yeah, I bust butt in that game. And now I am going to. I'm not gonna build right now. I just want to play. I'm gonna play some mod kill sessions. PV. It's not PvP. It's versus the mobs. But the cool thing, like I said, you get to keep all your loot from your one block session. So as long as you are doing your thing here, you can have a lot of stuff to play with. Wow, this whole thing is packed. Gotta build another chest. Sheesh. Yeah. Stop doing that, Zay. That's nasty. Don't burp like that, man. You feel like Uncle Esco. My bro used to do that. Kids make you burp like that. I'm saying he's just doing it. You don't have to do it. That's what kids do. They test the lines. They want to see what they can get away with. Not with me, kiddo. I'm trying to build another chest. Yes, yes. Hey, Isaac. Isaac, what did you do? Hey, let her play her game, man.
Siblings.
That's how it goes. All right. I think that was good to catch a lot more of that stuff. And then I want to put another one under it. It's going to be a pain. Yeah, all of these hopper systems is really what this is about. Like once you develop a good hopper system, you don't have to like jumping around, trying to move stuff. Let's see, we got one more hopper should do it. One more hopper, so it's gonna come from here and point into the box. So 1, 2, I should be able to drop it right here. Yes. And that should start filtering. The cool thing with the hopper system is like a strainer, so it like automatically sorts. And that's the whole point, right? Because there's like so much stuff. I only played the game less than 24 hours. And within that 24-hour period, I must have like hundreds of thousands of fucking items.
No damage.
All right, so now we got our hopper system popping. Um, I also set up a piston system. Oh, I set up a piston system, not to automate because it won't let you automate. Like I said, you can't just put it on autopilot. But what you can do is you can step on a pressure plate, and the pressure plate will push. I mean, like you could push it yourself. That's basically what you're doing when you break it with your hand. But in this case, I don't want to break it with my hand. I want to break it with a pressure plate. And sometimes, like if you move around, if you don't want to move around like too much, it's a better deal. Now, where am I? Trying to find my pistons is the thing though. And also, I could tell that the server's laggy. I can pop this real quick.
I thought that was in your
My pistons.
I get it. I keep my pistons inside of the chest, and sometimes I forget where they are at. I check everything.
All right, stop talking so much, please. Thank you. These pistons, I usually keep them in one spot, but I did some major reorganizing. It was like 2 in the morning. Sometimes I get real frustrated. Like now, I'll just break every chest and start fresh. Like I had a copper golem down here, and he was reorganizing everything, and it was just like not working out for me. It was not working out. So I'm not finding it. Anyway, I'll just do some more. Pistons are not that hard to make. Make sure I got enough materials, what I need, and then redstone, of course. Redstone. Redstone I do have somewhere. Let's get another pipe. Yeah, put these hoppers in here too. Oh, and that's good. Let's need some redstone. Here it is. The system's like so broken. do find a iron golem, I'm just gonna have a focus on the iron because I wish there was a way you could program the copper golems. Like you should be able to like set a code for like what it sorts, and then from that code you should be able to choose like what items you want it to focus on, like and where to put it. Like put iron in box X. You know what I mean? Like that would be dope. Break this. And then some stone. Crazy number of stone. That should give me a piston or two. I'll take it, 3. Again, this is not allowed to be automated. So all it's gonna do is when they collect at the top, so that's the hard part, I'll be able to push it like that. I don't want to hear. I want it here. So I can sit here and then it's like that. So put the redstone down. Put the redstone down here. Right here. And let's go. It also spawned for the first time yesterday. And I say it was this is day 2 because this is the 3rd day technically. The first day we got on for like 5 seconds, tried to get my daughter to join me, and we're just in a loading screen. That was the first day. And I didn't really understand one block. I had watched the video, but I was like, I didn't really get it. I still really don't get it. I mean, it is an evolving state in my mind, which I love, you know. And it's funny because I play Minecraft. Why do I play Minecraft? If I'm being honest about why I play Minecraft, I think it's an escape from this dimension, right? It's a steady escape. It's the same like all video games, right? Like we play to take ourselves out of our current dimension, right? Because this TV, these lenses, right? These screens are all portals, right? So I'll take this opportunity to elaborate on what I mean by that. But first, let me finish the sentence. These screens are all portals. And so when you transport your consciousness through the portal, you're able to go wherever the portal takes you. So if you're looking at Instagram, that's Instagram. If you're looking at YouTube, that's YouTube. If you're looking at TV, that's wherever the... Guys, I'm live right now. I can hear everything. So, you know, when you're transporting a consciousness, you're going where it's taking you, right? So what does that mean? That means... Now let me explain what I mean by a portal. Get that. So what do I mean by these things are portals? What does that mean? Well, actually, what it means is wow, all of these are full? This doesn't have anything feeding it, does it? Nope. That's what I wanted to do. I'm gonna finish the thought. Just let me organize this real quick. I don't want to have to... Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted to do, man. So a couple of definitions I want to give myself or my future selves to understand what I mean. That now, that's connected to that. So now we should have some good eating. Oh, there we go. I already know what's going on here. All right. So, what am I saying when I say that? Wait, it's not pushing anything? Really? Does it need to be closer? Why is it not pushing? Alright, it needs to be closer. I never noticed that before. More redstone. Talking about multidimensional consciousness, but I'm looking for redstone. No, but this is the only kind of game where like you can really explore his consciousness. So talking about why I like Minecraft is like it's deeper than a video game for so many reasons, and I'm gonna break it down. I mean, the basic answer to why I play Minecraft is to escape, but the point of this game, this particular escape, is way, way deeper than just escaping. Allow me to explain. So let's know first. Nice. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Cool. Now, where was I? Right. Talking about what it means to be transporting your consciousness into an alternate dimension. So why I play Minecraft, like I said, is because it allows me to escape. It allows me to escape while staying in my current dimension. And like I said, there's some definitions I needed you to understand. First, what does it mean to transport to a different dimension? Like I said, wherever we're going, whatever land, the device, the screen takes us, that is essentially an alternate universe. Now, it's way more and way less complicated than that in a lot of ways because it's not just about where you're going, the timing. It also has a lot to do with the intent of the creator. And this is one of the things people don't understand about video games, right? If you are in a situation whereby you are playing a game, right, like we do, and the creator intended to scare you, right? It really doesn't matter if the game is scary or not. If you're ingesting that game, right? If you're cooperating with the idea of the game, you are going to be scared. Or you're going to allow your consciousness to be transported to that scary place. Now, listen, I'm not saying that, we're all going to be scared and, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, we're going to be scary people or liking scary games is going to make you a scary person or anything like that. But when you think about it, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like, you are allowing your mind. This is what happens to my kids all the time, right? So they play these games, they watch these YouTube clips, right? And it's a scary YouTube clip, and they're scared. Like, oh, I'm scared. Like, yes, you're scared. Even if it wasn't that scary to me or to anybody else, the intent of the creator was to make it scary, right? So by playing that game or by engaging in the content, whether or not, they reach their purpose, it's like a picture. You draw a picture of Mickey Mouse. Like I might draw like big ear, 2 circles and 1 big circle, and that's my Mickey Mouse. It doesn't really matter if that's actually Mickey Mouse. I intended for you to see Mickey Mouse. So now if you look at the picture and you say, oh yeah, this is Mickey Mouse, or you say, no, that's not Mickey Mouse, it doesn't matter. You get the idea. Same thing with these portals. Same things with this dimension. Now, how this relates to Minecraft? The, the stated intent of Minecraft, by the definition of the name, is to craft your mind. So we're entering a portal, whether we know it or not. Maybe it's, done by design or maybe by coincidence. This crafting our mind. This has profound effects when you think about consciousness, because one thing about science is we really don't understand consciousness. Like, we say we understand consciousness, but what happens when you go to sleep? What are those images that replay? Those thoughts and those feelings, right, are not fully developed. We don't know. We really don't know what happens. How come when you get knocked out, it feels like no time has passed, right? And what happens when you die, right? If you're able to revive the body, do we have that same understanding of time? We don't know. We don't really understand those things yet. And I would submit that we probably will never fully know by technology, but our minds know, right? And what I love about Minecraft is it's developing things and consciousness that we probably would not have, we cannot explore these things in the physical reality. It is not possible to really explore teleportation in the physical reality. So we don't know what it would be like to teleport with 15 people to a specific location. So technology is quickly catching up to physiology and our physical reality. But regardless of what it does, where it goes, what's not going to change is that it's not going to replace the human consciousness and the human understanding of reality. It can trick us. It can bring us to different dimensions. But the way we respond to it and the way we do things in response to what it's doing to us is not going to change. So what am I saying? All right, so now we have a game designed. We're in a portal. We're in the world of crafting our mind, right? And then it creates a system. It creates a game that's focused on something called one block. All right, now what is the relevance of one block in this situation? Well, we are allowed to loot, plunder, and pillage as many things that we could imagine and then create our own dimension. That's what this is. We've created here our own dimension, right? Any way you want to look at it, this is our own dimension. This is our own reality. Everything you see on this screen, for better or for worse, right, is ours. Okay? So we started off on that level. This is ours. Excuse me, mine. In this case, mine. Then we add another effect, right? We add teleportation. And that's where I'm about to go right now. I'm going to teleport, this is also teleportation, but I'm going to teleport into a reality, a dimension within the one block where I keep my loot, but now I have to interact with other people. And here is where the human reality of things really matters, right? Because how I respond to other people with my loot, other mobs, how I deal with time displacement, what I do in these different dimensions. Never mind what I do. Who am I in those dimensions? Right? This is what the next generation is going to have to figure out. Does that represent consciousness? Does that represent a reality? I submit it does. This is a reality. It's not a reality that we thought that we would experience. It's not just VR. VR is, it's a way to experience these dimensions. But this is VR. In every sense of the word, this is VR. This is what a VR system is. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to worry about it being a headset or a television screen anymore, or a cell phone screen. It is VR. The question is, in that alternate, what is VR? VR is an alternate reality. It's the same thing we're dealing with here. So in that alternate reality, right, are we, who are we? Who am I, right? So when I escape, when I allow my mind to wander like this into these alternate direct realities like I'm about to do in this different dimension, who am I? So why do I like Minecraft? Because it is crafting my mind. So first I figure out, am I a neat person? Am I organized? Is my life set up in a way that makes it efficient? I have endless supply, right? You give a child or a man endless supply, it can literally create everything except for courts and automation, which is, it is what it is. You don't want people cheating. Although I can automate, I can put tape on this thing and automate, but I'm not, whatever. And then you say to that child or that man, let's warp, right? Press this button here. Let's teleport to, you can teleport to a player, right? Or you can teleport to a public place, Monster Islands, right? And let's go to Monster Island, go to Corrupted Island. I think I'm ready for that. Actually, I think what I want to do first is, I don't know. I have not, like I said, I'm still exploring, I'm still learning everything. But I do believe that you keep your these boxes. So I'm gonna take one with me. I figure out what to drop. Drop the pistons. Oops, that was dumb. And you need ender pearls for that. I know I have another one of those. Damn, that was fucking stupid. I don't know where that is. Oh, I fucked up. I had like three of those too, and yeah, it's hard to find iron enders. Dang, that was dumb. All right, well, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna move on. I don't think I was supposed to. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to do that. That's okay. We move. What I do know is that there are mobs, and I want to at least keep some of these things. I'm talking. Where did I put those spells? Yeah, I want to put mending on my. I'm breaking 3 and mending. Also, is this the one that comes back? It is not. Okay, I gotta get it back. So yeah, I gotta put mending on it. I'm breaking because it's already broken a little bit. Is that 2? No, no, no. We can do better than that. Breaking 3, and let's see if I can put mending on it. Yep. So now that should be good. And then some food, because I noticed like when I'm playing, I be getting my butt handed to me by those mobs. They are vicious, and that's what makes it fun, I guess. It's like enchanted apple. That's what I need right there. Like I said, if I had a copper golem, that's all it would be focused on. Making sure my food supply is right. It just tells you the kind of person I am, right? To be organizing like this day 2, like I'm proud of my ability to. Okay, so let me just go. Let's warp as I'm talking. I'm gonna warp, and then I'm going to not you. I'm gonna warp, and then I'm going to focus on killing some mobs. I don't know why. This feels like the right thing to do. I got 1 sword of fire aspect. I'm breaking trident, 2 axes, and I got some enchant I want to take with me. So these deals, I low key want a bow and arrow with infinite, but I haven't gotten to the stage to get that spell. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna rock out with melee weapons for right now. All right, so now who am I? That's the question. I'm gonna teleport to Monster Island. Teleport now. So what do I like Minecraft? Why is this game fascinating to me? Again, we went from a state where I'm just getting infinite items and playing around and organizing in my own space, not too much different from creative mode, to a world where we are now. Oh, why is my health so low? To a world where we are now interacting with other players, right? And I mean, look, this is not the first game where you do this, but 100% this is the first time where you're doing it in a game called Minecraft, where the system design is to get you to build and survive, right? That's the whole purpose of the game, surviving. And survival mode is to survive. All right. Now, talking about systems, crafting the mind. What I have learned at the ripe age of 40 is that a majority of the work that you're doing as a software developer or as a lawyer, whether it's drafting contracts or drafting code, is to figure out how to get something to do E to E. All right, how to get something to do something end to end. Right. So an algorithm is a system that it's getting worked on. An algorithm is a system that executes a program that you have designed. You know, turn the light on. A plus A equals B. Well, that's a mob. Oof, it's tough. Those are mobs. Get some of that. Get some of that. Can I get some of that? Can I get none of that? So the idea. Stop talking so much, please. So the idea behind a game like this is that you put yourself in an alternate reality and you figure out who you are, right? So maybe I'm not in the physical world, that courageous. Probably not that courageous, to be honest. I mean, yeah, actually, I'm pretty courageous, being honest with you. But maybe in the physical world, I'm not courageous. But in this world, in this Minecraft universe, I am. I'm able to be a creative, courageous man. And with that in mind, I get to experience what it's like to be creative and create courageous. And the cool part about this is, okay, you die, but then you just respawn. Hey, somebody pick up my shit. Somebody picked up my trident. No, Grace is not playing. Quiet. Dude, he just smacked me. He smacked me so hard. Like this diamond armor's doing its job. Stop making them noises, TT. It's not that bad. Somebody took my trident. I am vexed. Somebody took my trident. Whoever has my trident, that's so messed up. This guy's got. Stop talking about what's in the upstairs, TT. I'm live. I told you that. I think I'm killing him. I'm not getting no credit right now. Yeah, these guys are hardcore. Killed that guy. It'd be nice to have some arrows, but I'm not seeing anybody with arrows right now. And that tells me, I guess it's hard to get chicken. Maybe there's no chicken in this universe. So we figure out who we are in different circumstances, whether we're cowards, whether we're creatives, whether we're builders. We figure out what our reality is, who we are. And we put ourselves in those situations to see how do we respond in those situations. And what that does to us in the physical reality, in this dimension, make us better, make us worse, depends. If it's a scary thing, we're playing scary games, maybe it makes us more cautious. If it's a fun game, maybe it makes us more extroverted, excitable. Maybe. We don't know. What we do know is that there is a lasting, lifelong effect, especially on children. Wow, he knocked me into the next dimension. Put hands on me. It's mine, boys. Wow. All right, so this is my last. All right, about enough of that. All right, so what I've learned about myself from playing this level is that I'm not having fun killing one mob. I like to fight individual mobs. But yeah, this has been a clean round. There are other rounds that we can check out. I'm live right now. So I'm gonna head back over here. Sometimes they spawn around here. I mean, look, I don't know if I really. Oh yeah, we got some places over here. They can see what I can do with this guy. Yeah, I got creepers too. I just got to kind of hard to kill. Kind of hard to kill. Wow, he ate my fucking hit. Oh, spider webs. And that's what we need to make bow, but still need arrow. Ooh, what is this? Should be dying. You're on fire. No time, no, I ain't no loot for that. Huh. I want apples. I want carrots though. I think I can. Can I build? I don't want to build. It's a cool little level, man. Creeper. I'll put thorns on my armor next. It's a slime. Yeah, it's because it's the. Really fucking me up. This diamond armor is doing this thing. Not gonna hold you. He's the type of player that's gonna steal kills. Different players gonna play. This is my level.
No. Idiot.
Too much talking. Shh. All right. I want to warp somewhere else. Let's try that. Let's go to teleport to public warps. Select a warp below to control. Get your aiming right, brother. Your nephew will murder this. Yeah, you guys can join me. Bless you. Watch your back, brother. Watch your back, brother. He's all messed up. So yeah, man. Can this creeper blow up these blocks? Let's see. Cannot. Good to know. Let's teleport back to somewhere fun. Treasure pond. Last time I came over here, I didn't have any fishing rod. That was so messed up. I came in without a fishing rod. I just left. I was like, yeah, well, I missed it. Hey, give me that cookie. Who gave you this cookie? Give me one. Mom, mom. Hmm?
I put the Oreos inside and I cracked them and then I mixed it up and then I chopped
Did
it
you
up.
guys eat breakfast?
Breakfast? No.
Why are you eating cookies before you have breakfast?
I just play games.
All right, no talking, no talking. No, thank you. So I learned that I'm not like a huge PvP guy. I'm not gonna be a part of this gamer economy by buying a bunch of stuff like some of these guys. I am a system designer, right? And I learned whether you're a child or you're 40, you're learning how to build. Stop that! Stop that! You learn how to build systems that work from end to end, ETE. So ETE means that you're able to press a button and the algorithm, whether it's a program or system design, whatever it is able to do what you want it to do all the way to the end. Oh, is this player to player? What's happening here? Oh, he's fucking me up. I don't want no smoke. I didn't know you were a mob, bro. I thought you were a mob, bro. Let me out. I don't want no problems, man. You have to run. You know? It's chasing me. You have to chase me, bro. You have to chase me, bro. Chase me then. I'm good. I'm good. I can run. I'm not a PvP guy. I'm just not. And if nothing else shows it, this shows it right here. I am not gonna stop running. He's chasing me for real. Stop doing that, guys. Wow, he's really coming for me. I just want to get out. I did think I was tough. Stop chasing me. I just want to go home. Get out of here. Yes, that was enlightening. It's a good place to keep like the stuff you're not gonna use. Oh wait, I don't even have my chest is. Yeah, it's Diamond's Day. I'm not a PvP guy. I'm not like a mob spawning guy. I got that. This is dope. But this is the thing about servers. You're designed to figure out who you are. Who am I? What do I like? Is there another community of people I like? And the human consciousness is all about figuring out what we like together. This is why my skate series is going viral right now, titled Why Do We Skate? Because there's a lot of people who skate and we want to figure out what is the connection between us. You know, in this game, why do you build? Why do you design? Why do you fight? Why do you fight mobs? Why do you fight other players? You know, why do you, whatever this is, why do you fish? Some people like to fish. I actually like to fish in Minecraft too. I'm not gonna hold you. It's fun. It's fun to fish. But whatever it is, you're crafting your mind and connecting with other people who do the same. And then you add audio, right? So that you can communicate. Stop making a mess there. And it becomes something more like a more fun reality than our current reality. Right? So remember, consciousness being transported through this portal into this dimension, figuring out who am I in this dimension, and then connecting you with other people who are also in that dimension, who are also figuring out what they like, and they like this. Right? And then you find out, here's the last layer, it's not really the last layer I'm on right now. And then you find out that, hey, I am special not because I'm the same as these people, because what makes me different and the same as these people. Let me break that down. I'll use a physical world example. And I'm still exploring Minecraft, so this is all news and stuff to me too. I love to rollerblade. I'm a big rollerblader. I'm part of this community, lifelong skater. But I rollerblade playing the guitar. Now, the fact that I can rollerblade is significant and unique, right? There's not a high percentage amount of people who can rollerblade in this world. But being able to rollerblade and play the guitar, right? Those are two unique skill sets. Especially, I really do play the guitar. I'm a rock star. I really play the guitar. So, being able to play the guitar and rollerblade, it takes it from just being a part of the skate community, just being part of the guitar community, into that significant layer, that sort of streamlined event of artist, skater, musician. That is what makes me special. And recognizing that, right? And there's other layers you could throw on top of that, right? So if this is a filter, you got the skate community, then you got artist community, right? You can still see my eye. And then you add to that a small division of black man, right? So it's filtered even deeper now on two different levels. And there are other things you can add on top of that, right? So in addition to all of those things, I'm also a Minecraft player. So I can hear everything you guys are saying. So you add to these layers your own specific subset. And when you're able to find how many of these subsets that you find pleasurable, you'll then pick the top 1, 2, 3. And the top 1, 2, 3, whether it's Minecraft skating, guitar playing, whatever it is, right? That's who you are. At least in this reality, in this physical reality. I'm talking about the physical reality. Now in Minecraft, let's go to Minecraft. I like what? What do I like? I like to build. I like cherry blossoms. I like designing systems. So I'm also a software developer. So as a software developer, it actually adds a significant filter because as software developer, there's some things that we like to do that we don't even understand we like to do. Like we like to answer questions, not really to code. People get caught up in saying you're a coder, you're a software developer, you're a dev. A developer is someone who likes to use a system to solve a problem. So if that's what I do for fun, if I like to solve problems with systems, and you put me in a world called One Block, right, where the whole concept of the game here is to basically have infinite amount of resources and build out things that you want to build out. What does that look like? What does that manifest into? So in the digital realities, digital dimension, I am ISO 718 here, also known as Ace Burns. And I build a platform with Hopper systems and I mine it. I could do it without even touching the controller, to be honest. Let me do that now. That's not fun. It actually is, especially if it's against the rules. Yes, my boys and girls. Oh, you found my headset. That's nice. I'll use that for some audio. So, what you say? Yeah, the server is kind of full. It's got 1,000 people online right now. Guys, quiet down! Pipe down, guys! Alright, so what I found is that as software developers, we're using systems to solve problems. So what's the problem in One Block? I mean, if you think of any problem in One Block, it would be how to organize all the materials so that they're useful, right? So that you're not just having stuff. So every player is going to have a different version of how to solve that problem. I mean, of course, it's going to be YouTube. YouTube is changing the flow of knowledge, right? So it used to be, oh, you just figure it out. But now you can like go to tutorials, figure out how to make a wheat farm, auto farm, figure out how to spawn, figure out how to grow things, change things around. But they won't allow you to automate this process. At least most people have not figured out how to automate this process, how to make sure that this thing right here is streamlined so you can do it without thinking. And this is really not automation because I can't walk away from the block and like do other things. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, I mean it's a game. Since the problem in the game is how to have fun mining all of these loots, but also organize it and make it useful. So my system, which is still this is day two, this is brand new, is to create a hopper system. Now it turns out that the hopper system that I really had in mind is not possible without paying. They actually have a limit on the amount of hoppers that you can actually use in here. I don't know, maybe it's like 10 or 20. I don't know exactly. But they want you to pay for more usage. And what that says to me is that they want you to fit your hopper use into a set quantifiable amount. And it might have to do with like server speed, it might have to do with like, storage usage. I don't know. But in my mind, I have a design laid out for how to do this, exactly what I'm doing right now, and not need to, right? And not need to touch it. Now, first of all, majority of these items are parts. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need to do anything. But more importantly than that, the significance of solving this problem isn't just about my reality in this game. The significance of solving this problem is learning how to apply this wisdom, these techniques, to my everyday physical reality. Right? I mean, it's not necessary because you have multiple dimensions. Come out of my screen. You have multiple dimensions anyway, so I can just come back to this reality, I can go to that reality. I can port back and forth so long as the server's alive, so long as my life is alive. But the ideal scenario is I take the wisdom I get from organizing all of these items in this reality and I apply it to my reality in the physical world, and I become a billionaire or whatever it is. Who knows what I become? But that's the idea, right? You figure some shit out that's significant, and when you figure some significant stuff out and you apply that wisdom, yeah, then you become something close to like a super saiyan, right? Because what I want, what every human probably wants, is to be able not to have to worry about gaining resources anymore, right? We all want this. We all want a one block. We all want a one block. We want a box that we can just, I need some diamonds. In our physical reality is called work. You get up in the morning, take the train or you drive to your job, you park, or you get off the train, get a cup of coffee, you walk into the office, or you put on your uniform, punch the clock, 9 a.m., work 8 hours, punch the clock again, 5 p.m., go back on the train, back in the car, go home, park, sleep, do it again for 5 days, 2 days off. If you're lucky enough to have a good job with benefits, you take a couple weeks off a year. But the majority of your time is mining. The majority of your physical reality is punching that clock, whether it be a law office, doctor's office, dental office, whether it be construction work, bus driver, whether it be a school teacher, whether it be a musician working for a band, or a roadie, a PA, production assistant, or a movie. Maybe it's an actor studying his lines. It's a little different. But we all want a one block. We all want that thing that gives us resources. So again, the problem is not solving the system, right? The system is built. This is your one block. This is your job. Here's your job. The problem is, what do you do with those resources? Just in the physical reality. What you are supposed to do, I think, I'm still learning, I'm only 40. You're supposed to figure out a system. If it's hoppers, if it's children, if it's wife, if it's production assistants, if it's AI, you're supposed to figure out a system whereby you are able to push those resources autonomously into the correct place and use them when it's necessary. So that if the system says, hey, you can get a discount by going to Burlington Coat Factory, good, I got money saved up, let's go to Burlington Coat Factory and spend the money this way. Or the system says, there's a party going on at the treasure pond, I can drive to the treasure pond or to the party, spend my resources effectively. I'm aware of what's happening, and I have the time to do what I want to do. So this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. It's all about what I call time over money. Right? Time over money. Using autonomous workflows in the one block system or in the physical reality, it's about figuring out a way to maximize my time. Same thing in the physical world, right? I know I have to work 8 hours a day, but what am I going to do with the other 16 hours in that day? How am I going to maximize the use of my time? That answer, whether it's in one block or whether it's in America or Nigeria or wherever I am, is the work that we're doing here right now. Okay? Analogies. Algorithms. What are analogies? And how do they apply to algorithms? I have discovered within the past year or so that ancient knowledge, fables, proverbs, right? These analogies are not wasted knowledge. When I'm programming AI, when I'm developing my LLMs, when I'm building a brain, I'm using a different AI system like OpenAI, Claude, Anthropic, I am able to use that ancient knowledge to inject the systematic flow. You know, and it's easy for me to talk about it more than I can show it to you, but Just understand when you tell an autonomous agent a bird in hand is worth more than a bush. Or I have a principle called the Genie principle. You enumerate things for that agent that allow it to use that ancient common sense. So I have a Genie principle that says, whenever I tell you to do something, confirm what I said, repeat it back to me exactly, and then let me approve it. And why it does that is because I've had incidents in autonomous agents where they've done things that I didn't tell them to do. And I call that the Genie principle. And that Genie principle comes from the understanding, this ancient understanding that if you have a genie, you don't really have a genie. Right? You have an all-powerful being that is inquisitive of you. Called Wishmaster. Really funny. Really scary. Good movie. But you can tell the Wishmaster, you can tell the genie, find me a wife, and it will make you marry a dog. Right? It has the ability, because it has this all-knowing power, to change your reality of understanding what you want. So the idea here is that you will now, as a autonomous agent harnesser, as the person who has an understanding of how to build things and develop them, you will now have a principle that you inject into the LLM. And that principle will now guide the LLM to do exactly what you want it to do. Building that system digitally is not that different from building it physically. I'm teaching my children, teaching the people around me, my wife, everybody, how to function according to my plan. Whether it's being militant, having colds, if I scream orangutan, my children will run down to me and be in front of me, ready to salute. That is an autonomous code designed to inject swift understanding into the situation. Being able to inject those swift understandings, being able to put that knowledge center stage immediately, without delay, is what takes you from 8 hours in the school, or 8 hours in the office, 8 hours in the street, 8 hours hustling to make money, 8 hours touching one block, to I'm gonna go take a shit, or I'm gonna go to a vacation in Miami, or I'm gonna go, travel the world for 6 months out of the year, right? Because that's where we're headed. If I do this right, if I get one block right, I can go to Nigeria for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, come back and do 2, 3 months of real estate. Right? If I get one block right, I'm able to go to my children's school every day and teach a class, and still have the mortgage paid and the car and everything rectified. If I master the system designed for this job, how to organize my resources for this job, then my physical reality resources, which are getting better and better every day, by the way, because I'm learning how to use my resources more efficiently, also become autonomous, right? Because I'm able to figure out a Hopper system, then I can figure out an AI system. And then that AI system is going to synchronize my money, my physical products, right? It's going to use digital technology to send signals, but it's going to use my real money and my real products. Okay, so this system is broken, obviously, right now, because I just wanted to demonstrate what it's like to have resources and no organization. Why is this system broken? The system is broken undoubtedly because the Hopper system is not efficient. Just like my reality, right? I have all these money, all this thing, but it's not efficient. It's not functional, right? I need a better system. Clearly, you have all these resources and things are not organized. You need a better system, right? That's crystal clear. And then even so I want to just blow everything up, right? I want to just put TNT and destroy everything. That's not the answer either, right? I believe that I do have a design in mind. And like I said, it's interesting. Analogies. Once you figure out a real design, once you figure out a real answer, it's applicable to everything. There's no situation where you figure out some heavy shit that you're not going to be able to put that into the physical reality, right? If you figure out how to beat the Ender Dragon in 10 moves, that wisdom can be applied to building a business, can be applied to raising your children, can be applied to anything, really, anything. No exaggeration. No exaggeration. It is 120%. The hard work in this reality is this. How do I maximize the use of my time by building an efficient system? Let's summarize it like that. How do I maximize my time by building an efficient system? So again, their system is designed. How to make money? What's the job? This is the job. Your job is you're a miner. Go into this world and break up a block. It's no different from a hot dog stand operator or a fucking street sweeper working for the Department of Sanitation. No different. Okay? But there is a difference. Once you got that job, once you've been working, my grandfather worked for the Department of Sanitation. And he had a storied career there, which is crazy to say, but it's true. Mr. Burns. How did he go from working in the Department of Sanitation, having a storied career there, to retiring in a beautiful house in Virginia, right? It took him maybe 40 years to do that, 25, 40 years to do that, because he had his own plan, right? Maybe he had a 401k, maybe he had a pension, maybe he invested in certain stocks. Whatever it was, he had a system that he built within that time, and it maximized his life. Oops, I made a mistake. He had a system in his mind, he maximized it, and it gave him the time that he wanted to do what he wanted to do. Now, the question becomes, we're in 2026. What resources do I have now to maximize my time to live that way? I want to retire at 40. I want to retire in the next 2 years. I will retire in the next 2 years. I have complete command of AI. I have complete command of digital technology. I have a law degree. I have a law degree. I have a broker's license. I have a security license. I have a firearm license. I'm about to have a firearm license. So there are so many resources that I have now, right? I have cash, right? Over 20,000 in the bank. How can I take those resources and maximize my time? What I want to do, I want to spend time with my children. I want to spend time with my wife. I want to travel. I want to create music. You have to have resources to do this. You can't have a house and car and a studio and not pay your bills. You have to make money. So how do I use my system design to maximize the time? That is the thing. I just saw something interesting right there too. Yeah, look at that. I just figured something out. I have to figure out how to utilize that. It just happened right there. Just there. That just combines. It does it constantly. And when it combines like that, it automatically takes us to that opera course. And then I break it. Anyway, as I state these things, I want to actually draw out a blueprint of what it was that I'm trying to do right now. Funny enough, there's actually a Kaggle hackathon that will also allow me to make physical money off of this system design. It's a new competition that says they want us to use AI to mine a field or do some type of automated task. And the prize list is like $50,000. So I will be, I'm gonna let this go auto right now. Right after this shit. But I will be today working on that hackathon because I feel strongly, like I said before, being able to solve these systems here will allow me to solve the system in the physical reality. How do you organize your resources in Minecraft will determine how I organize my resources in the physical reality. With that, I don't know. I broke my diamond axe. Yeah, that's crazy. I broke my diamond axe. That's another system break. You can't solve for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna solve for everything. It's just not possible. Ooh, enchanted armor. You can't solve for everything. But the idea is that every time a new problem comes up, your system will build the redundancy for it. Your system will allow you to figure it out quickly, right? And damn, I should have mending on it. Oh man. Whatever. Well, to figure it out, and then once you figure it out, perfect it. Alright, you see the problem. Let's hop in. Just got two hoppers. Guys, quiet down! Oh, those hoppers, jeez. Hoppers, mission in action. Like 40 hoppers. There we go. Can't find hoppers. Make some hoppers. See, this is inefficient. I can't find the hoppers. So because I can't find the hoppers now, I have to make new ones. I mean, it's not terribly inefficient, but it's not efficient, that's for sure. And then, again, while I'm, organizing, I'm losing time. Technically, losing time that I could be using getting resources. So by being more efficient, it brings more resources. That's not good. But you have to focus on that. You have to figure out that you want to focus on design, right? That the design part is as important as you think it is. Because most people won't understand that. Most people won't understand why you need to play Minecraft to build. It's not common knowledge that these resources are going to lead to you becoming richer. But it makes sense. It makes sense once you make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense. This hopper system doesn't seem like it makes sense, but it does. It does in my mind. It's inefficient. It's extremely inefficient, but it's gonna serve my purposes. And I have in mind a design, but here's the thing. And this is the physical reality too, and I have other projects like this too. You can have a design in your mind, and you learn this when you're coding. Your design in your mind is incomplete. It is always going to be incomplete. It's designed to be incomplete. Why? Because it's incomplete because it hasn't been battle tested. You have to press the button. Don't press the button, you didn't do anything. Press the button, figure out what's working. So before I do take a ship, I want to put one enchanted. At least I'm breaking three. Give it some time. And if I have it efficiency, see, like this system I have here is also inefficient. It's because it hasn't been sorted. It hasn't been sorted, so it takes time to figure out what works, what doesn't, and it has to be used in practice. It's not something you can do. It's not something you could do and figure out without actually making it work. But this allows you to try so many different things. Now it's got efficiency, it's got everything. I'm gonna let it run. Good. All right. Don't go over here. Or my ex will go. Isaac!
Yes, Daddy?
Hey, put your skates on. We're going to the store. Hurry up.
Okay. What? Okay. You come back and this. Let's get shower. Yeah.
Nobody else is coming. Just me and Isaac. Okay? You gotta be cool, alright? So the game has already taught me so many things. Like just this little bit of time, putting efficiency 3 and unbreaking 3 on this pickaxe, and then putting it in a situation here, I realized probably the best use of my power here is going to be personal mining. I'm going to call it personal mining. Pass my skates. And what I'm seeing is that just having knowledge of things, personal mining is what's going to matter the most to me. First of all, whatever this is, it's going to be fire. Hold on. Personal mining, what I mean by that is what I mean by personal mining is that I want to mine personally, meaning I want to build a system that collects things I collect those things. Does that make any sense? What's up, Baba? Yeah, I know you want to go to the store with me. You can. I don't have enough experience, but that's what the game has come up with randomization effects. And it knows what I need. Like, it's not going to give me quartz, but it is going to give me my little shit. It gives me a lot of resources. Like I said, if I could program the copper golem, that would be so lit. What'd you say, Zan? Isaac? Metrics is what's going to matter the most in this situation, right? Because I want to see how long I can get away with using that pickaxe before it breaks. That's what's going to determine automation timing. Now, what I mean by personal mining is this. I wouldn't mind a scenario in which anything that I needed, I collected on my person. What are you guys doing? So I don't need anything else but what I wouldn't mind having in my inventory. And what that's going to do is it's going to basically mine it personally.
Tell I get.
Hey guys, I'm live. Watch out, watch out. So I wouldn't mind diamonds. I wouldn't mind chests. I wouldn't mind iron. Hey, I'm live. Quiet, quiet down. Definitely nether scraps. I wouldn't mind that. I don't think hoppers manifest. Hoppers don't manifest. So what else would I not mind? Those guys. Quiet down with that. Okay. These broken anvils. I don't mind those. What else? I think those manifest. Could be wrong about that though. See if I see a bunch of those. Redstone. Yes. I'm going to the store right now, but yes, you can. Sure. Yeah. See if you can teleport to me. Figure it out. Diamonds, follow chimps. Right. So I'm just basically personal mining what I want. And it has to be stackable, obviously. That's the hoppers I was looking for. This is the hard work. I don't think it's going to make a difference, really. You guys are so loud. Go sit down. Go sit down, too. Yeah, that's something I don't understand. Like, why doesn't it? I put diamonds here. Shit. Oof, where did they go? Let's go. My shears, I was looking for this. All right, so what that should do can pack the rest of these. Yes? Name is Israel718 or Israel Burns. I think that's it, really. Just want a bunch of stacks of these. And a bunch of stacks of those. And a bunch of stacks of these. I mean, dirt is good too. I should get dirt. Just stacks of dirt is good too. So, from what I can tell, those are like the most valuable things. Pipe down, guys. Pipe down. I think I need those. And then 1, 2. And everything else can just be destroyed. It's okay. As long as I have those things. And I think, yeah, the amount of chests that I get +1 and the amount of time that it takes for efficiency 4. Let's try and get efficiency 5. I think that's the next move. Try and get efficiency 5 on breaking. I don't think there's anything else useful in that. Let's see if I can get efficiency 5. Right, because the goal again is to just remember that I think I can get a 4 anytime that I smelt. I can do an auto smelter, I think, to give myself enough XP for it to give myself enough XP for it to be able to mend the pickaxe. Yeah. See if I can make something happen. Oh, lucky block. Perfect timing. Let me get the efficiency situation rectified. TNT is pretty lit too. I don't know if I can get more now. You actually said no. Run. Some space for these blocks so I can. 1, 2. I do know there's efficiency 5. Oh, fortune! Oh, shit. When did that happen? I didn't know I had that. Yo, that's crazy. It's gonna be an arm and a leg to put that on. That changes the game, bro. Now I really don't want. Oh, plus 19. I got 19. Get to 19. The ideal scenario would have been putting it on a book and then putting it on a book and then multiplying it, but I can't do that without destroying the book. Yeah, if I could have get fortune 5. I don't even know how high fortunes go up, but that just became so lit. Now, how many redstone I'm gonna take now? It's gonna be crazy. All right, so now to complete the experience. Ooh, 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 no, I don't want to do that. I don't want that. What I want is this. Put this away. And I want this. Put it away. I don't need that much redstone, bro. 64, maybe like 64 is good, okay. A lot of netherite, scraps. Yeah, I'm about to go to the store. What's up? Wednesday. I put the garbage out already. Alright, I'm still live though. Yeah, I'm live already. Got efficiency 4. I'm trying to get to efficiency 5. That's what I wanted to do. Efficiency 5. Okay, that's okay. Wood blocks? Yeah, wood blocks would be smart. Dirt. And what else? Anything else? Things are good. Yes. Not really that much use. I think that's good. That's the only thing I really think of, like, that I want. I'm sure there's other shit I'm thinking of, but I could probably go for more wood, to be honest. Yeah, I've eaten already. I told you I'm live, right? You don't care that I'm recording all of this? You're asking me? I ate stop. I ate what did I eat? I don't know what I ate. I had coffee and coffee and spaghetti, no. Yeah, I'm live, guys. Let's see how this goes. Why am I still collecting things? Yes? Give me a shot. The system is working. Just let it. Alright, guys, do not touch the remote control. Got it? Oh, what did I do? What? I know how that happened. Yes? got you. I'm coming up there right now. If you want it, what'd you say? You got it. I know. Izzo. Okay, you found it?
No, but I was having a little bit of trouble spelling it. I thought I was doing it like wrong.
Okay. No, you're not.
Daddy, they can push me. When I sleep, they push me. Rock.
Yes? Izzo 718. Well, my username for you, TT. I'm bringing you, okay? I'll be back with the first one.
You got some gold.
So I developed a technique called.
Daddy.
Calm down. Uh-oh. Yeah, what happened? Why is it doing that? That's interesting. It moved up by itself. I devised a system called self-mining, which to collect those items that I want, like wood, I'll collect those, and then the items that I feel like I don't want, it was supposed to sort it, but the sorting is not working out right now. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna focus on getting the system to work right. Because once I do get it right, problem solved.
That's baseball. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Isaac, open the jacket on the door. No. When I come back, you should do listen. Listen, TT. Yeah. Go into your own one block, okay? Select this thing, and then press R2. It will open a menu. Read the menu. There's an option that says teleport. Go to that, teleport to play. You'll be able to come to my one block. Do not disturb my system. I'm working on a system here, okay? But when I come back, figure out how we can utilize my system. But I have to redesign my level. What do you want? Isaac, you have a jacket on? What's up?
Telling me the
Where's my phone? I went to the store. Do you need anything from the store?
do I need anything from this stuff? Okay.
Alright, let's go ahead. You don't have nothing for your head? You don't have a hoodie?
You remember to be stupid.
Take this way.
So, those kind of speak, right? Jesus, you're on fire. Teach British children.
Don't touch each other. Mommy.
Titi. Oh no! Cynthia, you guys say do not touch the controller. Come on now. What's wrong with you? You're going to cry and sleep now. You're going to cry and sleep. I bet you.
But
Where's my phone?
I think it's upset.
No, it was here. Hey Siri. Okay. Okay. I meant you didn't let my foot go down before I said. Titi, can you get me my headset? Get me my headset when I'm starting the house. Okay. Got my exam. You have. Change your mind and make me stay. I like things I hear you say. I will love you eternally. Love is weekend. Love is weekend. Baby, do, I think quite tight. But sexy. Ah, baby. What you yes, yeah, what you